We need to do as a community to change that.
You need to go back and apologize to every woman you think you have hurt, whether you think you've done it or not. Apologize. That's why we can't get ahead. All I'm gonna say is, I'm gonna say why I say this. I got two kids. I got two kids by one woman who I was married to. I ain't got bastard baby. So go apologize. Go apologize.
I don't apologize.
So have you gone to jail on your kids? Have you gone to jail on your kids?
No mama, no daddy, no.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear them sad stories. I know plenty out there. But what are your morals like? Do your children behave properly? Do they pray tonight? Do they serve your God? Because you failed as a father, as a mother. Your children don't serve your God. My son can't realize that the put out what you put in her. Stop putting so much dick in her. Watch her behave properly. Give her some proper instructions. Give her some game. Show her how to heal her hurt with her mama. Don't put your hurt and her hurt together and y'all trauma bond to end up hurting one another and working against your children based on how y'all feel about each other.
But let me say something to you. You prejudge some of us.
I'm not prejudging. I don't know y'all.
Hold on.
I don't know y'all.
You stereotype some of us.
I'm not stereotype. I'm saying me.
But let me speak. Let me speak.
I don't want her.
She didn't have to cut me off. We were nothing. Your love should treat me like so love.
YouTube, welcome back to another episode of Tables of Reactions. We on our way to 250 subscribers. Thanks to everybody for tapping into the website, showing y'all love and appreciation. I really appreciate it. Anybody want to catch me live, tap in on twitch.tv/tablesofTV every day at 5 p.m. And if you got any clips you want to send me, you can throw it in the X community. Link will be down in the description. Today we is reacting to a clip that went explosive, which Charleston White was featured on the Everybody Has a Voice podcast. And he ended up walking out. Now, according to Poetic Flat Gold, he got a reason behind this method, because he get paid to sit down for an hour plus, anywhere from like 10 to 20,000. And he done figured out that when he done been booked for these small podcasts, that if he start an argument, he can basically walk off. So he's still getting the full pay, but he actually stand not even half the amount of time. So Charleston White done figured a way to scam the lower podcasters, the small podcasters, bro, which is crazy. But on this podcast, y'all know Charleston White antics is to come in, he talk his knowledge, and he basically overtalk everybody, be the only one speaking, and he basically make it seem like he the only one making sense. While not these niggas was on they was on time for they was on par with Charleston White today, man. Charleston White was up there doing his usual antics, but these guys wasn't falling for it. Now, he was talking about some regular, common, black people shit, common household, man and women shit. You feel me? And things got heated. But instead of them keep escalating, they let Charleston White calm down and then proceeded to get in his ass. And Charleston White couldn't take it. And this is a first, because I ain't gonna lie to you. It's not too many people that have made Charleston White fold when having a debate.
I think we need to do as a community to change that.
You need to go back and apologize to every woman you think you have hurt, whether you think you've done it or not. Apologize. That's why we can't get ahead. All I'm gonna say is, I'm gonna say why I say this. I got two kids. I got two kids by one woman who I was married to. I ain't got bastard baby. So go apologize. Go apologize.
I don't apologize.
So have you gone to jail on your kids? Have you gone to jail on your kids? No.
I come from a household. I come from a household with no mama, no daddy, no.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear them sad stories. I know plenty out there. But what are your morals like? Do your children behave properly? Do they pray tonight? Do they serve your God? Because you failed as a father, as a mother. Your children don't serve your God. My son have never been arrested. My daughter hold on. This is not a competition. This is not a competition.
Mine's 18 and a truck driver. No felonies with business accounts.
Have you ever been to jail on your children? Have you ever been to jail on your children?
I have, yeah.
I haven't.
I haven't.
I never.
As you can see right there, it already started getting a little heated, but it ain't even getting nowhere yet. So one thing I noticed about Charleston White, bro, he don't like to be looked at as being wrong or being put in his place. See, one thing about these people that act like they hate the nigger side of black people, which is usually the hood people like Poetic Flacco and DJ Academics, all stated they hate street niggas and shit. See, the problem with that is when they don't like to be proved wrong by those same type of people too. So usually when they come across a street nigga or a person that's defending the street nigga culture and they get proved wrong, they don't know how to take it. Cause Charleston White just really clearly got an attitude because he answered the question that Charleston White asked, and when he answered, you started you saying other shit that make his points or his answers invalid. Now Charleston White's the initial argument was black women is unruly, cause they're talking about how to solve problems between black women and men. So they talk about the solution to bringing back women back into the household under the role of a woman and not trying to be the man. And Charleston White was giving his opinions on what he think what must be done. And one of the podcasters responded by saying, bro, some of these women is just unteachable. Like basically some of them is just too far gone. And that's where things got heated. And it's a very sensitive subject because, you know, bro, a lot of our problems do begin in the house. It starts with the male and the woman, bro. So I do agree with certain things, but I don't agree with Charleston White saying to even begin fixing these problems, every man should go back and apologize to every baby mother, whether he heard him or not. So you can kind of see why this got heated.
This is not a competition. I'm just asking questions because I'm a day one father. I didn't make bastard babies, for one. That's a curse that you put upon your children that the white man has nothing to do with. You curse your children having children out of wedlock. So I'm going to say this. I'm a day one daddy. My children don't know what it's like not to be in the house with their father. They was raised by me, live with me. If you ain't done that, it's hard to talk to your brothers because you're getting offensive about what I'm saying rather than receiving.
Not with me, cause
rather, no. It ain't about what. It ain't about what you, because you still looking in the past. You just say, I can't. I know.
Come down to a. Some can't be corrected. Period. Some bitches can't be corrected.
Can't either. Some it ain't about the. It's about what you done wrong to the. Didn't do wrong to you first.
How you know?
You showed up. You showed up.
Know?
Based off what you just said. Based off what you just said. You just said you were with no mother.
You can't correct. You can't correct the.
This ain't got nothing to do with the. I'm talking about us, black men. Take the eyes off the. You said you showed up already with no mama. So how you gonna love her and you ain't get love from mama, which is the first teacher. Mama is the first teacher. So if you don't get love and nurture from mama, you go misuse and abuse her because you sure don't know how to use a woman, black man.
That's your opinion.
It's not my opinion.
That's your opinion.
Hey, man, I don't want to argue. Next question. Let's change the subject. I would book the talk. I would book the talk.
I booked you. I booked you.
A lot of podcasts make the mistake of over talking their guests because they want to be seen. Why have the guests here if you want to do all the talking? The content comes from me asking the question, boom, get out your feelings. It's for them. It's for them. But I watch from the streets, this ain't their lane. Because you have to ask, then listen. See, you lose your advertiser. Bunch of black men done got angry. This video just lost its sting.
Well, first of all, the only person that was jumping up and acting crazy was you. He stood up because you stood up, so the guy in the white shirt was only matching your energy. Like I said, they can't accept when those street niggas start putting them in their place. And then I just gotta disagree with him. The fact that he said all relationships, every black man did something wrong to a woman first. I totally disagree with that. See, what Charleston White failed to realize is that, bro, some women was taught wrong too. Now, some men grew up without fathers and had to learn how to be men on their own through various situations in life. But these women that had their mother and their mother was cruel and petty and used them and turned them into monsters. What's been said about that? What's the solution to those type of women? And I'm assuming that's what the guy in the white shirt was talking about when he said some women can't be corrected. Because some women was just taught that, bro. Like, honestly, I see it. I done seen it with my past women, bro. Like, the women ended up being terrible because of their mama. Their mama taught them how to manipulate men, how to be deceptive, and a bunch of other things that men just don't agree with. I'm only speaking about the disruly ones. I have nothing to say about, most of the black queens that you see on the internet speaking up for the black community and talking they educated pieces. But I think what Charleston White is failing to realize is that all the time, every booking is not the same booking. Some people book Charleston White just to talk. But then you have these situations like a podcast. It's not a talk, bro. It's a debate. They booked you to debate you. And in a debate, that's what happens. If you say something that I don't agree with, all right, now it's my turn to say my piece and prove my point and why I disagree with you. And again, some people just don't know how to take that coming from certain people, i.e. being street people. Because people like Charleston White, Poetic Flacco, they just don't respect street niggas. Because to be honest, I believe that's why most black men is walking away from black women, because they have turned back around with the change of attitude. Like, all right, we need to fix this. And the women is still like incomprehensible. Like, they still don't get it. So like, before men waste all their time and all their good years, bro, they just moving on, in my opinion. Because I know a bunch of good men that have been wronged. And it seems like all the people I know is like paired opposites. Like good women with bad men and bad men with good women. Because I know good women that have been done wrong by men first, and I know good men that have been done wrong by women first. So it's hard to really pinpoint. And I think we should stop really trying to pinpoint who was wrong first and just all say, all right, we did our fair share of negativity and let's put it all behind us and move on and just vow never to do it again.
And can't realize that the put out what you put in her. Stop putting so much dick in her. Watch her behave properly. Give her some proper instructions. Give her some game. Show her how to heal her hurt with her mama. Don't put your hurt and her hurt together and y'all trauma bond to end up hurting one another and working against your children based on how y'all feel about each other.
But let me say something to you. You prejudge some of us.
I'm not prejudging. I don't know y'all.
Hold on,
I don't know y'all.
You
man.
stereotype some of us.
I'm not stereotype. I'm saying me.
But let me speak. Let me speak.
I don't want. See, so this is why I don't do podcasts with black men. Because you want to tit for tat me rather than moving to the next question.
I ain't tit for tat you. I'm trying to get some game.
No. You attack me by saying I prejudge, and I'm saying, homie, I don't know y'all to prejudge.
But what you said was a very prejudgmental statement about black men.
Well, because most black men are not in the homes.
Exactly. You perceived us to be those type of black men.
No.
Yeah, the did.
I asked questions. I didn't perceive. I asked questions. I said, who been? Have you? I never perceived anything. I specifically asked questions because I know how to communicate in this form.
Okay, so if that is the case, you didn't give us a chance to clarify that we're not those type of men you talk about.
I never said you were. That's why I asked specifically. He said he wasn't. You said you did. Have you been in prison? Yeah. He said no. I did give you a chance.
I'm speaking to before that. When you talking about people, kids.
I never said y'all kids.
Our children
I said black men. I didn't say y'all. 73% of households. 73% of households.
You didn't say yes.
I didn't attack y'all. He took it as that. 73. I'm talking statistics without saying numbers. 73% of households are headed by a single mother. 80% of kids, father names is not on an emergency contact in school. I can keep going on, homie. So it's not y'all. I said us. As a whole.
So, again, us as a whole, because it's about changing the narrative. We don't want to keep perpetuating.
It's not about changing a narrative.
How it ain't?
It's about
you don't want it to be changed?
No. Narrative. It's about changing the man in the mirror. I didn't look at a narrative. I went in the mirror. I walked back from the mirror, fixing what I needed to fix. I became the change I wanted to see. I looked around in the house. I didn't say nothing to the kids. I started fixing what needed to be fixed. I started cleaning up. I started focusing on me. And as I got me better, my house got better.
And what I'm telling you, at the point of life that all of us are
It's not a narrative.
we're at that.
It's about
we're at that page.
self-improvement.
From within. We're at that page. So we're at that page. So we're on
brother.
self-improvement.
I'm not saying you're not. I'm not saying you're not.
Charleston White Scary has left the building. Let him leave.
Man, that and to be honest, then that was right there. He just walked out for no reason. There wasn't even no reason to even walk out. To be honest, if you ask me, it was no reason to walk out. For one, you was paid to be there. For two, you was paid to be there to debate. And for three, nobody was even like. I'm quite sure you was not that uncomfortable to the point where you just had to get up and leave. So I believe people like Flacco when they say like, man, that's what he doing now. Like, he taking advantage of small podcasters, bro, small channels. So everybody that got small channels, please beware, bro. I won't be booking Charleston White anyway or in the future, cause I just don't agree with his antics. Now, he do be having messages. He do be saying some right stuff. I agree with a lot of things that Charleston White say, but I don't be agreeing with a lot of things that he do on the internet a lot of times, though. 'Cause he do a lot of things for attention and views, and he know that. He know how to press people buttons. But I think that's wrong, man, because Charleston White was once a regular person trying to come up. And he would have never got up if people would have took advantage of him like that. So I think that's wrong, bro, because people was really working hard on their channels and trying to come up, bro. And, bro, you just taking them off and shit. Like, nah, that's crazy. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments, bro. Do you think Charleston White had a valid reason of walking off? Or do you believe that, like, he was dead wrong? And he also wrong for doing this to podcasters, bro. Like, let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. And as usual, bro, if you made it this far in the video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button so you can be notified when I drop a video or I'm updating y'all on the old one. And I go live on Twitch every day, so if you want to catch me, go at twitch.tv/TWizzleTV every day at 5 p.m. If you got any tips you want to send me, throw them in the X community. Link will be down in the description. Don't forget to go tap into the website, the Urban Experience at www.thaturbanexperience.com. We on our way to 250 subscribers, man. Thanks for tapping into the channel. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Man, it's been another episode of T-Wizard Reaction. I'm going to see y'all on the next one. I love y'all. Thank you for watching.
She didn't have to cut me off. Now we were nothing.